He married my sister, now we're living together. Roommates in law.
Roommates in law, Tom.
Roommates in law. Hello.
I like that baritone you just hit.
Roommates in law.
I thought you gave me more of a falsetto vibe.
I don't like that.
Well, come on, it's just what it is.
Okay. Well, you can tell that to my high school bullies, because guess what? They probably have the same opinion.
That's kind of a bad bullying technique. But there's only room for one baritone on this pod, Tom.
There's some bully out there he's just like specifically a vocal range bully.
Just falsetto ass bitch.
Dude, all these fucking soprano ass bitches out here.
Wait, Tom.
Yes.
We're not roommates.
Oh yeah, dude. We're not even in-laws.
We are.
Great friends.
Good pals. Couple of good friends.
Yep.
Where are you back in? Yeah, it looks like you're back. I'm in Bleecker Street Studios. Where are you at?
I'm in Havenhurst Productions in West Hollywood, California.
California way. The kid's back in California way.
The city of angels.
You had a week at home, correct?
I was up in the woods, northern Minnesota. Very, very nice week. Had a nice little family wedding this weekend.
I noticed you're drinking a La Croix right now.
Yeah, I got to get a workout in after this.
I was about to say, did the kid get a little boozy Susie this week or what?
It was pretty tame. You know, our family hangs have changed. The wedding was a party, but a bunch of my siblings have small children now, so they're not staying up. They're not hooting with the owls. They're soaring with the eagles in the morning.
Can't get ripped up like they used to.
No,
are eagles? Is that a thing? Like you're like a morning eagle?
My grandpa used to say. He used to say, if you're up late hooting with the owls, you won't be up early soaring with the eagles.
See, I was thinking about this earlier. This is amazing that you said this because I don't know if that makes any sense. I understand hooting with the owls, but it's like you're a night owl. But an eagle, you're not like a morning eagle. No, I think some of these these things.
Well, no, they rest at night though, and owls don't. They sleep during the day.
Well, no, I get that, but are eagles known for like getting up and at them?
Yeah, I feel like when you see an eagle, it's like in front of a sunrise. You know, like an eagle. You know, like how eagles do it.
You know, What I was thinking about this today, old people just kind of said things, and we all just were like, yeah, that makes sense, old guy. Because my grandpa always used to say, he'd be like, stick with me, I'll have you buying pencils, not selling them. And I was like, I don't know, what are we doing here, Grandpa?
Yeah, that one doesn't make sense. But if you ever come at my grandpa's saying again, I will fist fight you in the face.
Well, okay, here's the thing: my grandpa could beat up your grandpa.
My grandpa's dead, so
is mine.
Well, then, honestly,
and here's the thing, Tom. Mine's probably been dead
honor.
for way longer than you. Mine is so much more dead than yours.
Mine's a fresher wound.
It's a fresher body.
Yeah, true. Actually.
So actually, yours could, because mine, he's got to be all bones at this point.
If we had to weekend at Bernie's, our grandpas, and fight. My grandpa's winning for sure.
Oh, for sure. I mean, mine is literally a bag of bones. Yeah, bag of bones. This poor guy. Scary man. Were you ever scared of your grandpa? I was terrified of my grandpa.
One of my grandpas would get kind of mad sometimes, but not really to me. Like, I think one of my grandpas was kind of a scary dad.
Yeah, mine was just like, he never really got mad. He was just a scary man.
Yeah,
he was just a big, your guy scary dude.
Is this your dad's dad?
Yeah.
Big old dude, right?
Scared the shit out of me. And his watch was always looked like his watch was fighting for its life. It was like his wrist was as big as my waist. He was just huge.
Like it was on too tight.
I mean, that's why, but his hand was like blue.
That's just a way to be like, hey, look at how big my wrists are.
Look how big my fucking wrist is, dude. You'll never be this big. He was he was a large man. And he was right. I did never get that big.
No, yeah, you didn't stand a chance. How big was he?
6'5", 900 pounds. Yeah, I'm flirting with it.
You stick in the gym. Jim Smith is maybe hitting a growth spurt. Second one.
Jim Smith. Oh, Tom, boy, you're really hitting on my buttons right now. Remember the guy I ragged on for the Gucci loaves?
Yeah, we named last week's episode after him.
I saw a photo of the young man at a wedding with some backless loaves.
Oh, yeah. They're not Gucci's, though. They were $17.
But they looked eerily similar to what this man was wearing in the gym. I thought, holy crap.
Well, here's the thing. Summer wedding. You can wear some backless loafers. They're called mules, first of all.
Backless loafers.
They're not loafers. They're not loafers.
Okay, mules.
They're a summer sandal. Perfect for a summer wedding.
A summer sandal is what we're talking about.
Yeah. I bought these for a beach wedding, and they were $17. They're the most uncomfortable shoes I've ever worn in my life, but boy, do I get some compliments on them.
How you dancing in those guys?
Pretty well.
Yeah, you can move?
I can move in anything. I mean, you throw a couple cement blocks on my feet, I'll still kind of rip it up out there.
I'll still moonwalk right across that goddamn floor.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll float.
I was thinking sweaty tootsies. Those things are flying right off.
Yeah, you can also. I was barefoot for a sec.
Okay.
Here's the thing at this wedding, though. Not a lot of dancing. Let me throw this by you. They got a live band outside under a tent. Very fun. Live band got to be the move. They're like, yeah, we saw these guys at this bar like last summer. They were unbelievable, like the best band up in northern Minnesota. And they're in high demand. I was like, we're really looking forward to them. They get on, they start playing. I'm like, these guys are really good. Damn. I'm like, I haven't not recognized the song they're playing yet. They played all originals.
See, that's a no.
At a wedding.
I mean, was the bride and groom, were they like, this is sick? Or were they like, give me fucking Cotton Eye Joe?
I'm not sure. I never really debriefed with the bride and groom after the music. Because
I guess that's a hard conversation.
They were dancing. I was also like, hey, what do you think?
Hey, what do you think about the fucking band?
The thing is, like, everyone was having fun listening. They were like a jam band, though. It was like we were at a Fish concert. It was like... Yeah.
So, I mean, but the dance floor is empty.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're out there. It just changed the vibe. Like, we're out there. We're kind of like, watching them, like, kind of talking, jamming out a little bit, dancing with the little kids. We've got the toddlers out there.
Sure.
But like, yeah, it was not like I need shout. I'm gonna be on my back on the ground saying a little bit softer now.
Absolutely.
And I will be losing my shit.
Absolutely.
To that kind of stuff. I want to dance with somebody. And that just never happened. It never got to that vibe. And I never checked in with the bride and groom again. But
I feel like you gotta wait a couple of months.
Yeah, because I don't know what they were expecting. Maybe maybe they got on the same page as them and they were like, yeah, do your stuff, play your stuff.
Yeah. Maybe it was a Fish cover band. Do you ever think of that?
It did. I don't know if they were. I don't know if that makes it better.
That's a good point.
No one's ever like, man, that wedding band was good, but I wish they played way more Fish.
So, well, I was on acid the entire time. Yeah. Here's a cue. So the band, they always have to take a little intermission, correct?
Yes.
That's typically when Usher comes on. Did everybody storm the dance floor?
Yes, dude.
See? No.
I was about to
there it is. That's your answer right there.
It's like the band takes a break, and then it's like, one more time.
Yeah, everybody's like, all right, let's go have fun real quick. Dude, and it's always such a bummer when the band starts walking back on stage because everybody's like, oh, fuck. All right.
Everyone's like, all right.
They're back on.
Let's get high again.
Oh, God, the band's back. The band we gave 30 grand to is back to ruin everybody's night.
Yeah, I don't want to talk shit about the wedding because they were good. Like, it was kind of funny. It was like all of us, I had the same conversation with 30 wedding guests. It was like, the band's really good, huh? I was like, yeah, but not very dancey. I'm like, yeah, they're just kind of ripping it up. I mean, that guy on the guitar over there has not opened his eyes in 45 minutes.
I kind of love that they did. They're probably not a Halloween band. They're probably not
a wedding band.
A wedding band.
They're not, I don't think.
So they were just like, yeah, let's just treat this like another gig and let's just fucking shred this place.
Yeah.
I love these guys. What was their name?
Shit. Oh, they had a great name, and I don't remember it. It was a weird name.
It was I'm trying to think of that band that was on the Todd Berry special.
Wait, what is the?
Fuck. It's like
Avant Abstract.
Yeah, Avant Abstract. That's exactly. Oh, I think I did my business cards in that font.
Did my business cards in that font. Wait, shit. I could find it, but this is not worth finding it. Anyways, overall, very fun time.
Anybody turn in a bad performance?
The New Salty Dogs.
Okay, that's not a good band name.
I guess it's not as good as I thought.
That's a terrible name.
I just said it out loud. I was like, why did I say that? It was so good.
The New Salty Dogs?
Yeah.
They got to get back on the whiteboard with that one. That stinks.
Well, they're a hit up there in northern Minnesota, but
well, good for them. I'm glad they're doing well. The Salty Dogs.
Yeah, they had a guy. They had a guy strictly on the bongos. That's new. I've never seen that at a wedding band. I should have known.
Definitely not. Definitely not a wedding band. They just pull up, open their van doors, and just smoke piles out, and they're like, "Hey, we're the wedding band."
Yeah.
Shit.
I will say this: that is what's worse, that them being just a jam band doing that thing the whole time, or like a white middle-aged guy being the front man of a cover band that does like, white male rock versions of like Yeah by Usher or like R&B type shit.
Here's the thing. I've seen it go well and I've seen it go horribly wrong.
Yeah, I've seen some rough ones.
Where, but if it's going well, you're kind of like, damn, all right, I'm not mad at this guy.
You got to be so good though.
You got to be amazing. And that's like the threshold. It's either you're amazing or this is kind of embarrassing for everybody here.
Like, cause I've seen people attempt to cover "I Want to Dance with Somebody" by Whitney Houston.
You're like, whoa, don't do that.
I'm like, we need that. We need that.
Don't worry, we're gonna go ahead. Sorry.
We need that fucking choir bully to be like, dude, you're not a soprano.
You can't pull this off.
Fucking baritone ass loser.
Don't worry, guys. We're gonna slow down with some Celine Dion. And you're like, no.
All the key changes included.
Oh God, a wedding band. I'm telling they gotta be amazing. As long as you can as long as they can pull off Yeah by Usher, I'm a happy camper.
Yeah. Shorty got down and said, "Come and get me."
I mean, that's just a fun wedding song, dude.
That's a great song.
You ever seen the groom get up and try to sing? That always hurts.
Oh, yes. I've seen groom and bride both do that.
That always hurts really badly.
Here's the thing. It has to be presented as kind of a joke or spur of the moment thing.
Yes. We're not taking this very seriously. We're just here having fun.
Because I've seen someone get up and I'm like, oh, no, he's been practicing this.
Yeah. Now, here's something. I've seen this and it worked. Buddy had been like taking, what was he taking? He had been like taking lessons of like, on a saxophone for like a year.
Okay, that rips.
And that kind of slapped around because it was pretty good.
It's also your night. There's like a perfect time to showcase your newfound ability.
And it's like a sax? Sax is a good look.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't know. I kind of thought that was a sick move.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna open at my wedding with like "Fly Me to the Moon" by Sinatra, and then I'll close on Springsteen for sure.
Definitely got to bring out just an enormous band. You should do like a song that's like not really a wedding song at all by a band that's not really known for their vocals. Like do a Coldplay song.
It's just like it's like a really long.
Do like "Fix You" by Coldplay.
Really long version of "Fix You." You know the instrumental break with the drums in "Fix You." That's going for about 8 minutes.
Everybody's like, "Wait, this is like a really sad song." You followed up with "Colorblind" by Counting Crows.
Just like I'm up there, "Fix You" fades out, then I'm like, "A long December."
Everybody's like, "These choices suck."
What is he just? He's stuck in like a 4-year period, late 90s, early 2000s.
Squeeze a little Stained in there. That'd be sick.
Like the best time of my life was 2nd grade, right before 9/11. So I'm only doing songs from that year.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else could go wrong or happen at a wedding? Yeah. What happened with the groomsmen turning any bad speeches? I know the bridesmaids did. They always do.
Wait a second. They didn't do
what?
They didn't do maid of honor or best man speeches. I just realized that right now.
Oh, okay. Actually, I'm not mad at that.
Unless they might have done it at the rehearsal dinner the night before. I wasn't there.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. That's what they did.
They never do it at the actual. No, I thought it was at the wedding.
I've only ever seen it at the rehearsal dinner.
Hmm.
Because all the bros get up and they're like, dude, like, you remember that time we were like fucking hammered?
Oh, man, Brad.
Sorry, Miss Schneeman, but like this one time, always does that. And then the girls are always like, we met freshman year and the same dorm. And
that's, and there's always a, and that's when I knew in both speeches.
Yeah.
It's like the dude's one is always like, Brad used to shit himself every night, but then here comes Emily, and that's when I knew she was the one. And then the girl one is like, one time Brad stayed in and watched Gilmore Girls with us, and that's when we knew.
And that's when we knew that he was trying to get laid that night, and it worked. It's like all the guys here, they're like, oh yeah, he was just trying to get laid. What are you talking about?
Absolutely, just trying to get laid. He hated that night. He told me that.
Oh boy, weddings, there's too many tropes that happen at a wedding. Yeah, but that's why it's so fun, because you can see it coming from a mile away. I love a good wedding, dude.
Oh yeah.
I haven't been to a wedding in a dog's age, Tom.
You gotta get married. You actually need to plan your wedding. So how about we the next wedding?
I was just thinking about that. I was like, man, what's the next wedding I get to go to? I was like, it probably should be mine.
It should be yours. Has it been a year since you've been engaged?
Oh, it's been, I can give you the date right now. It's got to be creeping up on 2.
Oh yeah.
It's got to be.
Yeah. You gotta plan a wedding, my dude.
January 27th, 2021. Oh no, so about a year and a half.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Oh, see, we're good.
Yeah, most people have no idea when they're going to get married after a year and a half of engagement.
Tim. All right, that's fair. Well, we moved to New York. We're all,
Yeah.
Shut up, Tom.
It's like, yeah. Uh-huh.
Here's the thing. We this is what's killed us every time. We start doing the list. The list turns into 1,100 people, and we get stressed out, and then we just stop.
Right. Yeah. Well,
it's hard to make those cuts, Tom.
That's the right way to handle it. For sure. Just stop and ignore it and hope that next time the list is shorter.
From all your years of wedding planning experience, Tom.
Yeah, dude. I love giving advice on things I don't know anything about. Dude, that's one of my favorite things to do.
Oh, God. Now I'm stressing out again.
All right.
Let's see. What else? What you got? A zero of the week? You got a hero of the week?
I got one super simple zero of the week. It was one motion threw him into zero candidacy.
Love it.
And maybe we have a stronger candidate. I don't know, but we'll see. Sitting in the emergency exit row.
Okay.
Flight attendant comes down. She goes, I need a verbal yes from everyone that you're willing and able to assist in the event of an emergency.
Correct.
And they have to get the verbal yes.
Yes.
They say I need a verbal yes like 3 times before they do. So they're going down the row, pointing, yes, yes, yes. They get to the guy next to me, and he tosses a thumbs up.
Just say it.
Without looking at her. And she goes, she stays on him. She points at him. And she goes, I need a verbal yes. And he goes, uh-huh. And she goes, will you please say yes? And he goes, yes. Like, so annoyed. And I almost got out of my seat and fucking murdered him with my seat. I wanted to choke him.
There is truly nothing more annoying than that brand of person.
It was so unforgivable. He's, big headphones over his ears, and he's got one pushed back.
Of course he does. Of
Yeah.
course he does. He's 24.
No, he was too old. I would say he's in his 30s for sure, which makes it way worse.
No, this is unforgivable behavior, because here's what he thinks he's doing. He thinks everyone thinks that he's like pretty chill and
like
cool.
A cool guy.
Yeah. Or that like he's like, isn't this fucking stewardess so annoying right now? And everybody's like, no, asshole.
Yeah.
She's at work. She's doing her job.
She hates this part too. We understand it's stupid. Odds are we are not going to have to bust open the door or anything, but she just needs to do her job real quick.
Yeah. Just give her a yes. Also, you're making our lives more difficult.
And everyone already, 4 people already said yes right before you. You know what to say.
You get what's going on. The thumbs up absolutely sucks.
He threw the thumbs up and I like whipped my head around. I was
and
like,
it's a
what the fuck?
And I don't even know how to describe a sarcastic thumbs up, but it was a sarcastic thumbs up. It's where like he kind of cocks it at the end.
Yeah.
Where it's kind of like, yeah.
Like he basically said, like, you got it, chief.
You got it. Yeah. Got your toots.
Yeah. It was really unforgivable. And he looked so annoyed. And he sounded, when he said yes, he said it with such an attitude that was like, but you're a real burden on my flight experience right now.
Yeah. You think I'm going to save everyone on here's lives? Think again, lady.
It's like, Jesus Christ.
He should be removed from the row.
Yeah.
Also the plane.
We should have ducked it. We should have done that thing where we duct tape him to the seat.
Yes. Or like where you duct tape them and they hit that big inflatable slide and you just throw them off the plane.
That would have been tight. But yeah, we lock his arms behind his back first.
Yeah. Head's the only thing that loose, so it can really get smacked around.
Yes, absolutely.
God, I fucking hate this guy. Did he have a hoodie on?
No, he had like this weird, actually it was like so much worse. He had this weird like mesh workout shirt on.
God, I didn't even think he could get this bad.
It was like, it looked like, it was like a mock, you know when people wear basketball jerseys with a long sleeve shirt underneath?
Yes.
It was like a mock that situation. Like it looked like a Lakers jersey, but it was just like a mesh workout shirt, but it was a Lakers shirt with white sleeves. And yeah,
I fucking hate this guy. Did he have long shorts on? Like no, he probably
had
mid-shin
joggers.
shorts
on. He had joggers on. It was all Nike though, front to hat to
of course it was.
Shoes. Yeah,
of course it was.
And boy, did he throw that! And when he moved the headphone back onto his ear, it was like very clear. It was like, everyone look at my headphones that I had on.
Look at my bright red Beats by Dre headphones.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that one clearly takes the cake. That there's like that guy exists in several different areas in the world, and that brand of human is the worst.
Yeah. Yes.
Like Stone Cold, the most annoying guy. Was he on the plane back to Los Angeles?
Yes.
Yes, of course he was.
The city where the most narcissists live in the world.
Of course he was going there. Oh my God. I guarantee you he is pursuing a career in some sort of music.
Yeah. Well, no. Then I talked to him and we're
Did you?
Yeah, we're working together on this new sketch series. It's called Zeros of the Week.
School bags in law.
Yeah.
I hate this guy. My little zero was very similar to your zero last week. It's so hard not to have a zero at these shows.
Oh yeah, what happened?
Because people just turn up just wanting to be an asshole. This was this guy. He brought a date and wanted to be the funny guy at the show. This was this guy. So he sits front row. He's not laughing at, and he's looking at you the whole time like, is this all you got, dude? Is this what you're bringing right now? And he's like saying little shit. He like kind of like, people were really cooking. And he like kind of fucked the momentum on like 3 people's sets. And then they had to get him back, which they did because everybody's good at comedy.
Right. And this guy is probably teeing himself up.
Oh, well, I mean, but it wasn't even that kind of shit where you really even wanted to riff on him. You were like, just shut the fuck up.
Like, dude, shut up. Is he
up.
saying things or is he responding to premises and stuff?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
A little bit of both. There was one, there was a comic on stage, a Jewish gentleman talking about Israel and Palestine. He's doing great. He was killing. And everyone's
like Israel and Palestine. Is that the kind of stuff he was doing?
Oh! That would have been way better. That would have been, but it wasn't even that kind of like, I'm trying to be funny. It was like, he wasn't willing to give you a laugh because that meant you were funnier than he is.
Oh, God.
Do you know what I mean? Is that
I know
kind
exactly
of tool?
who this guy is. Yeah.
So he's like sitting here. Everyone, I mean, the bit is killing. And he's just sitting in the front row with his arms crossed, not saying anything. And the guy's like, you're not into the Israel-Palestine stuff? It's like killing right now. And he goes, oh my God, I can't believe this. I'm going to try to say it with a straight face. He goes, I got my own problems, man.
Oh my God, what is that line?
And he kind of looked around. As if like everyone was going to be like, yeah, we got our own problems too. Like,
or like, were people going to be like,
this bit?
hey man, tell us about him.
Yeah. Tell us more about him. I bet you're going to be funny when you say it too. And the dude, like, he just kind of got like ripped to shreds from the comic. And his girlfriend, I was just like, as this is happening, I'm just eyeballing his girlfriend to see what, because that always is so interesting. And she was just shriveling in her seat.
Oh God. Do we think this is a girlfriend or an early date?
God, my money's on like third or fourth date.
Oh, so not a girlfriend.
Like, it's just the way she was reacting, because it wasn't like, hey, shut up. Like, he always kind of does it.
She couldn't be like, hey, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, she was kind of like, I didn't see this coming.
Ooh, yeah.
I didn't know this was happening.
I hope she dumps him.
Oh, there's a 0% chance that man is still getting replies from her.
Man. Oh, what? Why?
Cool line.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah, sorry. My problems are too big to worry about Israel and Palestine.
I mean, these two guys, our 2 zeros this week, would get along. It might have been the same guy.
They're certainly cut from the exact same cloth. I mean, it was like
and it's
stone
mesh.
cold zero. Yeah, it was mesh Laker material. It was stone cold zero behavior. I couldn't believe it. He absolutely got toasted a few times though, so there is justice in the world, Tom.
Oh my God. I had one other potential candidate, but she's not going to hold a candle to these two fucking losers.
Hell yes.
But this was more of just a funny interaction that I watched than like, I don't know if she's a real zero, but the LA airport, it has like the weird, like Uber pickup area now where you kind of have to like walk to a parking lot.
Right.
And only if you get Uber X, so if you get like a Uber Black, then they can pick you up at the airport.
That is LA in a nutshell right there.
So
Tom.
shitty. Then like
unbelievable.
The Uber X's, you have to walk like half a mile to the parking lot.
Hey, you poor piece of shit! Your Camry's 3 miles west.
And then, of course, you miss your first Uber that you call every time because it's
of course
way further than you think it is. So you have to walk over there. Anyways, I get over there and I'm waiting for my Uber, and this lady is walking around stressed out. She asked me, she's like, were you able to call one? Like, gets really in my face out of the blue. And I was like, what? And I had headphones in. I take one out. I'm like, what?
You just pushed it right behind your ear and you gave her the little thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was able to get one, Toots.
Yeah, uh-huh. And she was like, she's like, were you able to over? I'm like, yeah. It was, mine's coming. I was like, what do you want to ride? And then she goes up to one of the guys he's clearly an Uber driver waiting. And she goes, are you an Uber driver? And he goes, yes. She's like, will you help me with this? And he goes, oh, I'm not like, I'm a driver. I'm not like customer service.
That's a good answer.
Which is an incredible line. It looked like he had been asked this before. And she goes, so you can't help me with this? And he was just like, all right, let me see it. And then he did figure it out.
Oh, sucks.
Which kind of sucks.
Sucks. He should have just pretended.
And I could tell he was like pretty bummed that he helped.
Yeah, because he knows he just like in the worst way possible, paid it forward.
Yeah, and like
she's gonna take that to some other person.
Right. She in her head, she was like, this guy works for Uber. I'm having a problem with Uber.
He will solve my problems.
Solve it for me. And then he did.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be like, hey, just because that worked doesn't mean
doesn't mean you get to.
You're not in the right here.
You can't keep doing that.
No, like
you're looking at him like, dude, why didn't you flub that? You should have flubbed that. What are you doing? Teach this lady a lesson.
Dude, disable her account or something. I don't know.
Dude, this guy, Lizzie and I are walking home. We went to Gordo's, just this great little Mexican place here in the great city of Brooklyn.
Hey, shout out Gordo's.
Gordo's, they don't need it. They have a Michelin star. They don't need our help.
Okay, never mind. Fuck Gordo's.
Actually, you know what? Let's re-shout out Gordo's. What's up, Gordo?
Okay, wait. This is a perfect time to put our ad. I'm gonna edit it in after. This week's episode of Roommates in Law is brought to you by Gordo's.
Gordo's,
little Mexican place, Michelin star. Shout out Gordo's. And back to the episode.
It's fun to say Gordo's at the same time. When we go, all right, this week's episode is brought to you by
Gordo's.
Gordo's. Anywho, we're walking back. This was just confusing. So we're scooting on back, and you know how you can tell when somebody like is kind of looking at you like, oh, they're about to ask me for some sort of assistance with something.
Yep.
And the guy, he's like looking at us. He's got his kid. He's got his wife. I don't know. They look like they're in distress. So Lizzie and I are like, what's up, dude? And he's like, don't speak English. I think he was Italian. But he said, don't speak English. And he shows me his phone, and he's got directions pulled up on his phone. And he's like asking me like, hey, how do I get to this place? And I didn't know how to be like, follow the directions that are on your phone.
Like, my God, you're so close.
It's like you're nailing it right now. And so I was just like pointing at it and going like, yeah. Like, yep, yes.
Yeah.
This is good. You got the directions right here. So he's looking at me like, I don't know what to do. So I just took the address, plugged it into my phone. And the exact thing pulled up, and I was nodding, and I was like, yeah, it's just like right down. And he was like, oh, thank you so much. I was like, buddy, you had it. You nailed it.
Yeah, like, I didn't thank you for giving me credit for helping, but I'm not sure I did anything.
You had it, or you absolutely smoked this whole thing.
Wow. So
you just got to walk in the direction of your phone.
Are you trying to nominate yourself for Hero of the Week right now?
Wait, no, actually, I got to nominate. I do have a Hero of the Week.
Oh, hell yeah.
The very small, very sweet Elizabeth Evans, Hero of the Week. We're out cruising around
that's Lizzie,
today.
by the way, for the folks at home. Tim's fiance of 3.5 years.
Walking down the street today, we went for a little walk. We see a little girl, 4, 5, or 6. I don't know how old kids are.
And you took her?
And we shoved her in Lizzie's backpack, and we're currently on the run.
I'm
in the
hero.
back of a U-Haul van right now. And she's selling little trinkets. She's got little bracelets.
Oh, that's fun.
We walk by. Lizzie said, you know what? I gotta buy a trinket.
Yeah.
Turns back around, buys $3 worth of trinkets. This little girl, the biggest smile on her face, was like, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's what we're all here to do.
That's what we're here to do.
Right? Pass around some positive energy in this world, Tom.
Yes,
I mean, come on.
If you're under 11, you should be working. You should have a day job hustling on the streets of New York
Capitalism,
City.
Tom. This is America.
Yeah. So how else are we going to teach these kids if we don't buy their shit from them when they're 4 years old?
Well, I was telling her, I was like, hey, you need to start an Instagram. You need to get your online presence kickstarted right now.
A couple reels popping, then
because like no one knows you're here. You know, if you get a couple of them doing some numbies, now you got a real business.
Now we got top of funnel brand awareness going.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, this is like cute and kind of quaint, but it's not going anywhere.
This would be great 200 years ago. What was your name? Emily? Ah, Jesus Christ. You don't even have legible name tags.
What are you doing? You can't even look at me in the eyes. How are you going to sell shit?
Oh my God. Shake my hand.
I'm just critiquing her grip on my hand. It's not a firm grip at all. How are you gonna get anybody's respect?
You're not gonna close anything. No, you know what? Lemonade's for closers. Take away her lemonade.
Just a full Alec Baldwin moment on her, and I try to pull it back. Like, you remember from Glenn Ross, right? She's like, sir, I'm 4.
She's like, can you please? Oh, okay.
Like, it's classic Baldwin.
Oh shit!
Flip out, flipper stand over.
Yelling back down the street. Watch a fucking movie.
It's Baldwin.
Oh,
God, man. You and my friend Tom. This is bullshit.
Hey, cut from the same cloth. No, I have seen
that. You've seen Glenn. Say that 5 times fast, Tom.
I watched it. Wow.
See? Can't even get half.
Ross. Yeah. Nope. Wow. Jesus Christ.
That's drunk. A tough one. Call in if you can say Glenn Ross 5 times fast.
Glengarry and Ross. Glengarry.
Better yet, send us a voice memo of you doing it because I don't believe anybody can do it.
Right now, get on Instagram, send it to us. I think I watched that scene at Coffees for Closers about 13 times in business school, and then, or not business school, but in the business school that I didn't go to B school. I went undergrad, I just had a stroke. Anyways, I think I had to watch that scene in like 15 different classes, and then eventually I was like, I gotta watch this movie.
I mean, that is some real lazy teaching.
Yeah, that is.
Well, I mean, holy crap.
It's usually like the fun, it's like the fun Kickstarter to a class.
Oh, right. And the teacher's like, no one's ever thought of this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They just make you watch Boiler Room the entire time?
No idea what that reference is.
God. I'm telling you, it hurts every time.
Dude, now it's like my uncle over this past week, I was like, I don't know, we were talking about something, and he brought up some show on Netflix, and I was like, I'll check it out, and he goes, yeah, after training day.
Yes.
It's like, God damn it.
Let's go. I know exactly what uncle it is. Shout out to your uncle.
It's the one you have a rivalry with.
I don't know if we're best friends or if we have beef.
Yeah, well, you message about every week. So
he'll send me some snarky message, and I'm like, am I supposed to like this guy or hate this guy? I don't know what the vibe here is.
I like it. Let's have more rivalries with my family.
Keep sliding in my DMs, you old bastard. I love hearing from you.
What else you got going on, my guy? What'd you do this weekend?
Tom, I did a classic city thing that I have never once done in Chicago.
Okay.
Gathered a nice little group of friends, put a blanket in the backpack, got a bottle of wine, some cheese, some bread, some little snacks.
Yeah.
We went to a park.
You did a little park hang.
All my years in old grand Chicago. Never did it. Never even considered it. Never thought about it.
Yeah.
It's not that I didn't want to, just never did it.
No, yeah, you need a what's the word? Instigator?
I was not the instigator, to be fair.
Oh, okay. It sounded like you were taking credit for it, but
I guess I kind of was, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I fully was.
Said you got a group of friends together. You absolutely were taking credit for this.
I 100% had nothing to do with the planning of this.
Oh, man.
I just said yes. That sounds lovely.
Yeah.
And we went to this park in fucking Greenpoint. I had an amazing time.
There we go. I loved it. I love to see that, dude. I've been getting really into bread and cheese lately.
Nothing wrong with some bread and cheese. You'll get fat and farty, but it's not too bad.
It's not good for being hot LA Tom. I gotta try.
Yeah, you gotta. I'm surprised they even serve bread in LA.
I know. Well, it's like $412 for one little slice,
a little baguette,
and then on the receipt it says fat ass tax.
Fat LA. It's like why are you even here if you're buying this?
You'll thank us later.
But are you a park guy? Did you ever rip the parks in Chicago?
No,
you're a nature guy.
Early on, yeah, because nothing says nature like a 15 square foot park in the middle of a city.
No. There's a big park. It was what was it? McCarran Park. It's like a big, yeah. People were everywhere. Dogs were chirping. Birds were barking.
Nature is dramatic.
Sure, I'll give you that. Yeah.
Yeah, outside, sure.
We were outside near trees and foliage.
There's some grass. There's.
Hey, that counts as nature, though, Tom. If it's not fucking Prospect Park, that's as good as I'm getting.
Yeah. In New York, that counts. Yeah, I was not. I had one roommate early on in Chicago that was kind of he was a good instigator of the park hang. So we would go once in a while, throw up a couple hammocks.
Ooh. What's it like to have two trees that close?
By the lake. God, I love that joke.
Check out Nate Bargatze if you haven't. He's got some specials out. Give him a listen.
Yeah, he's on the come up. Yeah, he could.
He's a great young comic.
Bump. Oh yeah.
Wait,
dude, this is funny. Like a couple weeks ago, I get a message from someone on Instagram, like
Joe List,
someone who saw me in Philly, and she's like, "Hey, you're not still in Austin, Texas, are you?" I was like, "No, I was there like a month and a half ago." And she's like, oh, there's a comedian coming to our company event tonight in Austin, and I was hoping it was you. I was like, no, yeah, it's not me. This is like a 12,000 person conference. I'm like, yeah, they didn't hire.
Yeah, they didn't book the young man for that one.
Wait, what did you think the comedian was going to get up there and do 18?
We'll be at Billy's Tavern and Grill.
And she goes, oh, okay, hopefully he's good. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, yeah, they said he's like really good or something. And I was like, oh, send me who it is when you go. It's Nate Bargatze. She goes, yeah, he was pretty good. I'm like, yeah, he's like one of the best doing it today.
Oh, it's some guy, Bill Burr, I think it was. Yeah. Well, that really shows how we think this like comedy thing is like so big and everyone knows about it and everyone's a fan and nobody knows anything about stand-up comedy.
No one knows anything.
This is truly the least respected quote unquote art form.
Oh yeah.
In existence.
Oh yeah.
Some guy, Nate Bargatze.
Yeah, if you looked him up, you'd see that he has 3 or 4 Netflix specials, and
I don't know. Apparently,
makes
like
earning touring comics today.
It's like I don't know, 30 million a year doing stand up. He was pretty good. I don't know.
Did you come up with him at all in Chicago or?
I mean, I figured it was either you or the most famous comic of our generation. So, yeah, hey, what a compliment to the young man.
Well, yeah, it was because I wasn't in Austin anymore, so they couldn't get me. I thought
they're like, fuck, I guess we got to go with Nate.
Yeah. I was like waiting for her to throw some name at me, like of like a comic that I would know, like at our level or something.
No.
That Nate Bargatze. I was like, oh, sweet.
I love that she said it. This guy.
She said, I think she literally said, this guy, Nate Bargatze.
Incredible. She also could have done an ounce of research and probably figured out who it was.
Right. Throw a Google out there.
12, there's 12,000 people going to be there.
Yeah.
Who does she work for?
It's like Insight Global, I think. Yeah,
they're not.
I hope she listens to this podcast. You're kind of an idiot.
Yeah, that was, look, hey, if you found an excuse for a DM slide, that's one thing. That
could have been that.
If this was a genuine question, now there's an issue.
Yeah. Now you're
I saw there was some comedian that was going to be selling out Madison Square Garden. I was wondering if that was you.
Was that you or was that John Mulaney?
Oh, that's right. My tickets say John Mulaney.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that I bought tickets to John Mulaney.
Shit, forgot I just could have read his name.
Are you opening for him or do you still not know him at all?
Shit. I tweeted something stupid today. I said, no one wished me a happy birthday today and completely forgot about it. It's not my birthday. And,
why did you tweet that?
I don't know. I thought it'd be funny.
Wait, it's not. It's actually not your birthday, right?
No, it's not even close.
Okay, I didn't think so. For a second, I was like, oh, shit.
That's my way of bringing it up. I'm like, nobody wished me a happy birthday.
Well, is that the response you're getting? Are people saying happy birthday?
Well, I just got somebody like DM me and sent me this stuff, and they were like, "Hey, like, I'm sure your friends are like busy, but like, I'm sure." Whenever I tweet something like really sarcastic or like, people will like DM me to be like, "Hey, man, like everything's gonna be okay."
Oh yeah, I hate this. This is when I fake cry on my Instagram story. I always get a couple people that are like, "Hey, hope you're doing okay, man. Hang in there."
Oh, hope you're doing all right, man. I know that show because it's always so obvious too.
It's so obvious, and the caption is like "Laugh Factory 8:00" or something like that.
Yeah. And it's always like, oh man, I was hoping the show was going to be 100% sold out. It's actually 98.9% sold out. And you're like crying on your Instagram and people are like, damn, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking so sorry.
God. Yeah. That's so you're getting I'm sure your friends are just busy and they know it's your birthday.
Yeah, then like sent me like a gif of an exploding happy birthday.
Oh God.
And now I can't go. I completely forgot I tweeted this out. Oh God. My Twitter sucks. I got to come up with some better ideas here on twitter.com, Tom.
I just think it's so hard to get fucking followers on Twitter. Anyways, I've given.
Yeah, let's not go down on that hole.
Yeah,
let's not go down that rabbit hole. I said let's not go down on that hole. That's not the right phrasing at all.
I don't even want to go down on that hole, dude. That's a hole I will not go down on.
You're not gonna catch me going down on that hole. Oopsies. Oh, what else you got going on over there, LA Tom?
I don't know. Let's see. I'm back in the city.
You got any more boxes delivered from Ace Ventura recently?
Dude, I just talked to my roommates because I'm moving in there in 2 days. And one of them was like, yeah, I kind of like shoved it over into your room because they can't even really pick up one of the boxes. It's falling apart.
Well, at this point, they're like, I'm certainly not going to like try to be careful with these. These are lost cause.
He's just kicking it into my room. Oh God, yeah. I gotta like, if you're in LA and just like have stuff that you want to give me, hit me up. Because I gotta get a bed frame. I gotta get like a desk chair. I gotta just get stuff. I hate doing this.
Yeah. What, a desk chair? You didn't take a desk chair with?
I drove here in a car.
Oh yeah.
There's not a lot of room. I did bring a desk, which is nice. But it was because
so you could get a desk in the car, but not a desk chair.
Folded down all the way flat. It was on the base level.
Yeah, I couldn't get the desk chair. I did bring 80 cinder blocks though.
I did bring that. I did bring a PA system. My priorities are so fucked. I brought a PA system, a keyboard, my golf clubs. That took up most of the room in my car.
Yeah, well, I guess that's it.
I was like, what if I just had like 8 shirts here too?
Guess I'll just throw away all the shit I need. Keep these clubs. Dude, my clubs are sitting in the corner of this apartment just staring at me like, why did you bring me here?
Yeah, what are we doing?
What was the point of this?
The closest, what are you going to bring me to McCarran Park? Chip a couple balls
around?
Chip a couple
balls around?
Eating meat and cheese?
Dude, that was a great day. I got to do more parks. Are
we talking brie? What kind of cheese are you eating over there?
We got some brie. We got some sharp provolone. We got a fat, stinky blue cheese. The stinkiest blue cheese you've ever seen in your life. And the wind was picking up and people were upset.
And people are saying, hey, fuck you and your blue cheese.
Hey, get rid of that fucking cheese. I'm sorry, I like it when it's really stinky.
They walk over there like, who started this whole thing? And you're like, I actually kind of put it together.
It was kind of my deal. Actually, Matt's sitting right next to me, like, I absolutely initiated this.
God, I'll say this, and I don't care who disagrees with me. Some fresh bread and brie cheese it's really tasty.
It'll turn your day around.
And I don't care. I'll stand by that. I don't care what you think.
You know, and this was cool. We were in what was the neighborhood I just said? Greenpoint.
Yes.
Great little neighborhood in Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's cool. North of Williamsburg.
I don't know. I think so. And we're going, maybe it wasn't Greenpoint. Maybe it was not Park Slope. Oh, I think it wasn't Park Slope. Who cares? But it was just like
for a little longer.
Yeah, it's just like it was this cool little neighborhood, and it had one of those like classic. You really felt like you were in New York because you go into this it's like Sam's Cheese and Things or whatever it's called,
right? And
you go through like the little plastic they kind of hang down. You have to push your way through. It's like a beaded curtain, but it's like plastic.
Oh yeah, it's like kind of like wait, aren't those things usually on like meat lockers?
Yeah, it's like a deli, but it was like on the front door, and that's how you get in there. And it's like this really tight place.
Gross hitting those.
Yeah, but it was like a nice. You go in and it's like clean and like nice cheeses and breads and cool like sauces and wines. It just felt good. You're like, ooh, this cool. This is a sexy little feel to it.
Yeah.
And you get the shittiest bottle of wine, and they're like, that'll be $211. And you're like, my day and my finances are ruined.
They're financially ruined, but it felt cool for a second.
It did feel cool for a second until they said the total.
Dude,
I'm not too far in.
Sometimes the way I spend money is like mind blowing. Like I was almost late to a flight like I don't know 2 weeks ago because I did like the wait and save on Uber, and it's like you save $4. Oh, and then I was at the airport yesterday, and I had time to kill. I got there super early, so I went to a bar and restaurant. I got nachos and 1 beer, and it was like $38.
And you're like, oh, sure, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, for sure, that's what things cost here. And then I was just sitting there after I had to sign the bill, and I was like, what?
Thank God I saved that 4 clams on the Uber.
Yeah, I get so upset at myself. I'm like, you could have just gotten a water and then gone and sat at the gate.
Well, but when you're in the airport, you want to get a little something to eat.
I know.
It's a very tempting thing to do. That's why they charge whatever the fuck they want, because they know how tempting it is.
And I had
because if you got a little time, you got a little time. It doesn't even matter if you're hungry.
I did get nachos, which was one of the worst decisions I've made in recent history.
Do you have you farting, or do you need a little poop?
No,
just
on the airport nachos. I should have known they weren't going to be great.
Right, but that's a hard one to turn down. Oh, what? How?
The cheese was not melted cheese. It was like cheese sauce.
Ugh.
And it was
just sitting under a heat lamp for a long time.
It was just dumped on top of a pile of chips.
See, here's what I hate about those kind of nachos is when your finger has to go through like a 1/4 of an inch of cheese to get to a chip. Exactly. I mean, all is lost at that point.
I'm licking fingers and using a napkin after every bite.
It's just not worth it.
Yeah.
And you try to scoop up a jalapeno, but the chip's too soggy and it just kind of goes.
Yes, dude.
It just kind of falls right off.
Then you got to move the other finger to the back and use it as a backstop. And then you're basically just you're just taking a fistful of melted shit and just shoving it in your mouth. And then you look sideways and there's a couple that got a couple of club sandwiches. And I'm like, that was the right call. And they're watching me get smeared cheese all over my beer glass.
It's just disgusting. And here you have to dig deep enough into the pile, because if you go deep enough, the chips get dry again.
Right. There's like a few golden ones at the bottom.
So you got to dig in there and get those good chips, and then you're trying to make that happen. It's a real disaster.
Soggy chips on top of a solid chip just to give them some sort of structure. I was these two people at the other end of the bar were just like kind of staring at me while I did this, and I was like, damn, they must be fans of the pod.
They're like, look at this son of a bitch. You're gonna see yourself on TMZ, one of those where it's like Brad Pitt like dropping a thing of Dunkin' Donuts, but it's just you eating a fistful of
it's me
processed cheese,
pushing them together with both hands, making a snowball out of them, and then doing.
Oh God, I know that feeling all too well. I mean, but what airport food is really doing it for you? I've never had a meal at the airport where I was like, hell yeah.
No, but I think it's dumb to do the restaurants and then like assume it's going to be better food.
Right. Have you done this one? Because I've never done. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, you could just go. I was going to just snag a 6-incher from Subway. And like, you know how shitty that's going to be.
Right.
But it's going to be, it's not going to blow your mind. It's not going to disappoint you because you know like what you're getting with Subway. But then I was like, let me go to this night. This place kind of looks cool. It's a little sports bar themed place. It looked nice. It had a nice looking bar. So I went there. And then I weirdly had higher expectations for this, where I got a 24-ounce Bud Light.
God. By the way, kudos to both of us for passing on all the riffs about getting a 6-incher and it being great and it blowing your mind. Can we get a kudos for both of us?
Can we get a quick round of applause?
Come on, the roommates took the high road. You love to see that. Have you done this one? I know for a fact I haven't. I would bet a decent amount of money that you haven't. Have you ever done the one where you stop? There's like a steakhouse in the airport.
Oh yeah.
You have?
No, I haven't, but I know the place.
Where it's like all of a sudden it's like it's always like steak 459.
Yeah, like Midway Airport is guilty of this.
You're like, why?
Yeah. It's like there's like a wait.
Yeah, and they're like, oh God, I just got off this flight. You know what? I could use a fillet.
I could use a filet mignon. That sounds nice. A nice New York strip.
Midway.
In Midway Airport. Yeah.
I don't know.
You walk up to those places, they're like, do you have a reservation? We're like, yeah.
You buy your tickets, you make a reservation. Look, I mean, the worst one, this is the worst one I've ever been guilty of, but we do it every single time. Leaving New Orleans, MSY, you get a lucky dog on the way out, and that is Diarrhea City. I mean, it's the hot dogs that they sell on the carts, like just around the French Quarter. It's like on Bourbon Street. when your blood alcohol content is 0.94 and you're like, I need to get a little something in me. I
need something to keep me from collapsing right now.
You just kind of look around. You're like, there's a Lucky Dog. And you order about 11 of those. Now, don't get me wrong. Had some amazing nights on Lucky Dogs.
For sure. Who hasn't?
It's a weird sober meal.
Yeah.
You eat it and you're like, ooh, I should be way drunker than this.
Yeah, that's no, you can't be doing that. Is it special in any way? What's on it?
Absolutely not. It's not special at all.
Not like a chili dog. It's nothing. It's literally
you can put some accoutrement on there, but
it is a hot dog.
It's a dog. It just ends some classic
God,
dog.
See, this is nostalgia will really make you do some things.
You'll do anything for nostalgia.
Yeah,
a Lucky Dog is a perfect example of that.
Yeah, you're like, well, we got to get a Lucky Dog. How else am I going to shit myself on this plane?
And everybody's like, ooh, a Lucky Dog. Is that like a cool New Orleans hot dog? And you're like, yeah, it is. Boil it in a big vat.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I don't know. And they just kind of throw it at you. You get mustard on it.
One time I was like blacked out drunk and I had one and I liked it. So, yeah, we got to get them.
So, yeah, they're kind of amazing hot dogs is what I'm trying to say. I guess I'm just
confused. Where's the confusion? Why don't you want to get one right now?
Okay, so do you want to go to the bar first and get a 24-ounce Bud Light and then go get it? Like, I don't know what the problem is here. I'm not gonna lie, I do love a fucking hot fucking Lucky Dog.
I like a hot dog. I got nothing against a hot dog. No hate for a hot dog. I was trying to think of a 6-incher joke with wieners and hot dogs for the last 5 minutes, and I didn't think of anything. So that time I didn't even take the high road. I tried to take the low road and I got a flat tire.
Couldn't connect the dots. Yeah. That hurts worse.
It was hurting. I was like, damn, this is embarrassing.
Oh, it's hurting. Oh, damn it. I just tried to think of one too. It didn't come out either. Jesus Christ. Did you hear my little setup? I was like, yeah, it's hurting. And then nothing came out.
You're like, I'll certainly, if I change the inflection of my voice, I'll clearly think of a great riff here.
That's exactly what my plan was. I was like, if I say this with the inflection of a joke, something genius is going to come out.
We've seen that recipe work time and time again.
Oh man, that one never, ever has worked.
Are you? Oh,
I'm like, look, I'm just going to tell this joke that has no ending. And by the time I get to the end, I'll have thought of something great.
I'll do some great writing on stage as I'm bombing my dick off.
Boy, I have really walked that plank one too many times, Tom. What time are we at here, Thomas?
I think we're at an hour right now.
Hell yeah. What you got coming up?
Tomorrow, if this comes out Thursday, tomorrow, Friday, the 2nd of September, I'm at Faded Comedy LA. That's a very fun, cool, swanky outdoor show. Come through if you're in LA.
Still doing outdoor shows? Why? Why are they doing that? Because go inside.
Because I can't get booked on anything else. No, this one is it's a weird little enclosed patio thing.
Oh, okay. That could be fun. Sick. That's not outdoors.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. And then
it's not like if you hit the oak tree, you've gone too far kind of a thing. Like it's connected to an actual place.
It's an amp in the park. It is. It can be tough. Otherwise, yeah. And then also, if you're in LA, come to my house on September 9th, and we're doing a cool little house show.
Ooh.
Otherwise, Fort Collins coming up, Colorado, St. Louis, and Washington, D.C. We do have people there. Just got this. October 12th, headlining Room 808. Very cool little artsy place. Would love to sell some tickets. October 12th. DC.
808. Love that. Hey, you fucks.
Hey, fucks.
Fucking, you didn't love our fucking army sketch? What was that?
Oh, God. We didn't even talk about this.
What was that?
Hey, shitheads.
Boy, that one.
Go like it right now and share it if you haven't.
Had high hopes for that one, Thomas. That one was very fun. That one was very fun. Colin Unger turns in an Academy Award-winning performance and nothing.
If you don't know what we're talking about, you're part of the problem.
You're part of the problem.
Welcome.
I would venture a guess to say you are the problem.
I'd say
not even part of it.
You're as much a part of the problem as Tim was as much of a planner of that hang in the park.
Well, okay, that actually did make sense. It did make sense, but the wording was a little clunktastic.
It was tough.
Hey, but I like the sketches. There's so much time into these sketches. We love them very much.
Arguably too much time.
Well, yeah. Let's see. Tomorrow night, this comes out Thursday. I'm gonna be at the tiniest cupboard of all time, and Bushwick doing the 8:30 house show, which should be very, very fun. And then Saturday, I'm in Queens. Sunday, I'm licking my wounds and asking Jesus for forgiveness.
Man, I'll be right there with you. I got a 7:00 Sunday show this week at the Ha Ha Comedy Club, and everyone, like every time it comes up, I mean, first off, what a bad name.
The name is it's terrible.
Ha Ha Comedy Club. What?
And no,
two
on the nose.
Oh yeah, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. Slow death there.
How much time are you doing? Please say 10. Please say
10. Yeah.
Okay, thank God. You can get through 10. Anybody can bomb for 10.
Yeah, I've done it plenty of times. We'll do it again.
What else? Hey, there's way more people that download and listen to the pod than have liked or given us a 5-star review. Toss us a review. Give us a little.
Throw a review out there.
Give the kids some love.
Subscribe
We're two needy
to us on
guys.
YouTube.
Come on, Jesus Christ.
Do it all.
Just do it. Other than that, I don't know. I think we love you, right?
I think we do. I do.
I know. I'm pretty sure I do.
Okay, as long as you do.
All right, fucking whatever, dude.
All right, well, fucking bye, guys.
My fucking later, dude.
He married my sister, now we're living together.